Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There we go. It should be up. Ugh. God, my... God damn it. There we go. I am up and running. I've got thingy open. Probably going to need to swap some point. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another live stream on Minecraft. Apologies for the one yesterday. My internet just offed itself halfway through and just killed itself in my entire house or parts of my house. So if the stream just suddenly cuts and just doesn't work, it will probably be because of that. Be right back. Doo-doo-doo. I'm back. Just had to go sort something out. Shouldn't really be building across lava. But yeah, I'm still here. I just was hoping my stream wasn't fully buggered like before. But yeah. I was gonna maybe do a Resident Evil stream, but I'm kind of at a point where I'm just gonna be going over another point that I've already gone to. I just died there, and it was a pain to get past the fucking mobs because I kind of just hit that save point. I do want to start streaming other games. I'm looking into getting Borderlands 3 again, but I already have it, but I don't know whether I can use it. Ugh. This is gonna be long. I do want to play it. I do enjoy it, and I might do another playthrough because a character I didn't have any interest in playing at the start has a cool costume change where he supposedly is meant to look like Zero. And also Flax getting a new outfit, who was my character I played the most in that game. I sometimes forget I'm mining with the wrong fucking thing. Ugh. I don't know why I'm going into the side of the wall. So get cobble. But I was thinking about Mortal Kombat, but it's like fucking... I think for a game that I'd probably play a few times and then get a little bit bored over time, just I don't think would be entertaining. I'm still thinking about Resident Evil 7 because it looks fun, but it's a bit of a... If you can hear background noise, I apologize. But it looks fun. I just think, I don't know, I just don't like Evelyn. I think my headphones are a bit busted. Oh, what's that? Ooh. This is probably a ballsy move. I don't like the idea of this. Ah, it goes into a cave. That's... Oh, I still hate that feature. It's just... I think if you go near water or lava, it stretches you like a little taller. And your character's player model height. I don't know how accurate I am on that comment. I really didn't prepare for this. Yeah, I apologize for the background noise. Not much I can do about siblings. I don't know how well this is gonna go. Okay. Aha! Son of a bitch. I got you now. Hold on. I'm gonna quickly build myself in and be right back. I need to go sort something out. I'm back. Just had to go sort something out. I don't even know. That would have sucked if I fell in. Well, that's pretty good. Oh. Oh. Well, might as well get the last gold so I can head back to my house. I do not know the extent of where this would... Well, isn't that fucking lovely? Da-da-da. Might as well check this out. Sometimes I like this bedrock feature of being able to build like this. I mean, it's... it goes nowhere. Dark water. But, I do want to... I am going to finish Resident Evil 3 some point. I need to figure out how I'm going to get past the hunters. Because I don't have any grenades. I might do a bit more exploration in areas to double make sure I've got, you know, all the loot and other stuff that will probably benefit me. which, you know, I should just do anyway, but just to make sure, you know. Da 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 da. But I'm kind of looking more forward the more I see of Resident Evil 8. Apparently you play as Ethan again, but I don't know whether Ethan's the... I think Ethan's infected again, because I think he got infected with the mold in the last game, because he had the super healing, because he just reattached his foot. And had his arm stapled to him. That's going to be a funny scar he can explain to his kid. Oh yeah, you know, your mum just cut my hand off with a chainsaw. We're still ongoing. Oh. This is probably stupid. Yeah, but apparently it's like his story's gonna come to a close from what the teasers are suggesting. I thought you played as Redfield and it was gonna finish off, you know, that saga of Redfield and Albert Wesker. I feel like what happened at the end of 7 is obviously, it suggests that obviously there's a whole thing going on and he managed to hold his own against, you know, BOWs. I guess he kind of knows what to do, I'm assuming. And they kind of hired him on. And I mean, it'd be an interesting plot point to see that he got hired. Well, time to sleep. But I mean, I don't even. I only got 46 cooked potatoes. I need more. I'm gonna make more sticks. Make another one. It's probably a waste. Make a few iron swords. Because I'm gonna go to the Nether. I feel like that would be a totally good idea to go to the Nether. Because while that's smelting, I'm gonna go put this in here. Because I want to maybe just try and do some stuff in the Nether. I do quite like the Nether in this update. I think it's certainly an upgrade, I gotta say. Okay, well. I do need the gold as well. That would have been embarrassing if I couldn't kill the creeper. But I do want to. I'll finish 3 and then I'll have a look at how far I've got in 2, and then I'll go from there. I'll have a look at 2, see where I've gotten. I'll see where I've gotten in 2. Because I do really enjoy 2. It's probably my favorite out of. I mean, 3's fun. It's probably a lot better because it's upgraded and, you know. I just think I had a little bit more. I don't know. Both games are fun. I think both games were enjoyable. Oh, okay. Both games were really enjoyable to play. I just think. I don't know. I think some parts of 3, I think in the original game you go as Jill to the RPD. But I guess they had to change up the game, which has high hopes for number 4. If they remaster number 4 next. I don't know if they're gonna do 4 next, because there is also the there's Veronica. There's a game where you play as Wesker, but that's like an old arcade zombie shooter game. And I mean, I seem quite interested to see what they do next, like whether they do Code Veronica or they go straight into remastering there's a few games they could remaster, but I think it would probably be Code Veronica, because I think that's probably the one that continues after, and it's kind of old and might as well get enough. And I enjoy I don't know. I would like to see it be Resident Evil 4 after seeing like how they changed the story. I'd like to see it maybe change up a little bit, have some more stuff, and especially with like some of the creatures in the game. Because I know there's some other stuff in there that is quite cool. I would like to see what they would change if they would add anything from maybe the new one, 8. I think I was talking about yesterday, I was talking about how many of the different ladies there were. I believe there in total, of the ones in the house, is 5. But the ones that are not in the house are, I believe there's others as well. Like there's a where should I put my pool? I kind of want to build something nice for it. I might put it here. It's kind of away from my house. and then I can build something nice. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. I believe there's more than... I think there's 6. I'd like to say there is 6, but I wouldn't know. I know there's about 4 of them in the house, including the tall one, and then there's 5, and then there's like a gluttonous one, like a really fat one, but I don't know whether she's connected to them or not. She looks like she's been infected with what they have. Because I'm gonna have to quickly charge my controller. That means I have to lean. I don't know whether it's gonna be the same as the mold. Because I've been watching a lot of the viruses from all the different games. And I know that the mold was one of the offshoots from obviously Wesker's kind of business. I mean, I would like to believe that it has a connection. I mean, after watching a load of videos about the betas and the the carrot house. I'm not building a carrot house. I know from watching videos about the hunters that they're made from human DNA connected with reptile DNA, and they use the T virus as a bonding agent. So they could have done that for, obviously, how they make the werewolves and the vampires. They use vampire bat DNA and human DNA and use whatever virus as a bonding agent. I mean, we don't know whether there's... because we know... I forgot the name of the... It's an offshoot that Wesker had. Because Wesker's like the kind of guy behind the scenes who sort of crumpled Umbrella. I wouldn't say... I think he crumpled it because he kind of took over. Kind of killed everyone in charge. And then kind of ruined Chris Redfield and shit. I would like to say that's how they're going to explain it in the new one. I don't know how they're going to explain the werewolves. Maybe it's just part of the virus. The vampires is a lot easier, it's just, as I said, vampire bat and whatever human DNA, and could explain why they act sporadically, because it's quite interesting how to see how the things work in those games and how much depth goes into them. Because I just thought the hunters were just creatures that kind of were odd in some sense. They didn't have any sort of... They didn't have a massive purpose in the series. They weren't as human, but they are actually made from humans, which is cool. I think is interesting. But it also comes into the added effect of added effect. forgot what I was saying. I hope that's what they do. I hope they do a similar explanation for hunters in the new game. No. Hunters. I forgot what they were called. The vampires and werewolves. I mean, it's got themes of... It said it had themes of, obviously, things from Resident Evil in it. F4 in it, so... Quite possibly it's going to have that scientific aspect of life to it. So... I mean, that's going to be quite enjoyable to see how the giant tall people and the I don't know what they're meant to be, because I don't think it's going to be the same sort of dynamic as a family dynamic as the Bakers in in 7, and I don't think it's the same virus. I think it's going to be the same corporation behind it, like how there was Evelyn was this. It was Evelyn. Evelyn was made by an offshoot of Wesker's Umbrella. But I don't think it's going to be the same virus. Because I think no game, except from 2 to 3? I think... This is going to be long. Should have brought a shovel. I think... I don't know whether it'll... I think except from 2 to 3, maybe 1 as well, they all had the same virus. I mean, the games have kind of drifted away from the... I think the Tyrant sometimes is the final enemy in some of the games. I mean, there might be some animal creatures, maybe the return of the giant spiders from Resident Evil 1. Giant tarantulas and shit. That would probably not make me want to play the game. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to play that Harry Potter game. Talking about going from a graphic horror zombies to fucking Harry Potter. I find that I might play that game. I'm tempted to, but I'm also not, because I'm not into Harry Potter as much as some people are. I'm not big in magic, is why I kind of at first wasn't too fussed about the new Resident Evil. But I get why it's popular. I'm tempted to, if there's like a lot of customization within the game. Not in transactions, but you can do a lot more. You can pick what house you can be part of, and you know, shit like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's in the trailers it showed that. I'm also looking forward to that. The I say it, Ubisoft Star Wars game, open world kind of stuff. I'm kind of hoping that's not a Jedi-based game. I feel like, oh, we're playing another Jedi. Yay. Like, as much as it would probably... What the fuck did I do? As much as it would be fun to play another Jedi in an open world game, well, I open world. I think Jedi Fallen Order was open world. There we go. That's what I needed. I guess you did need a shovel. I'm stupid as fuck. I think Ubisoft. I think I've got high hopes for it. I hope you can play something like the Mandalorians, or I'm gonna take that with me because I'm probably gonna want Soul Soil. And like other stuff, maybe Bounty Hunters, Droid. I'd love to fucking go around a game as like an R2D2. Oh, you know what I need? Fucking Gobble. Gobble. Um. Du- 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 du. Du- 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 du. It's probably gonna have to be like quick makeshift. Um. I would like to hope it's like that, but you know, gotta wait and see. Oh, oh, you know what? I'm happy with this. I don't think I've ever been happier with a nether spawn. I don't think I've been happier. I'm still gonna brick it up because safety. Oh, this is what I'm gonna regret saying. Nope, I like this. I can see where I want to be. I got the blue wood. I love that wood. I got a lot of quartz. I got easy access. I've got Sultan Valley with another blue warped. Ooh. I mean, I am a bit high up for my liking. A little bit too much fire. Oh, red mushrooms. I'm gonna need those if I want to make a village. See if I can find some netherite. I don't think I'll find any at this height, but yeah, yeah. I actually really like this spawn. I could get some easy glowstone. I'd probably instead use mushroom lights because they look so much better, in my opinion. Well, actually, they look better if you're building like a tree. If you're building like an tree hobbit hat, I think they look quite nice. But I'm not the, I wouldn't, no one's gonna listen to my advice, but I'm probably not the best builder to give advice. I suck at building. I build, oh, and a crimson. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. See the lengths of where this goes. I should have got more cobble, but, you know, I'm very underprepared this. Most times actually, no, I'm never overprepared. I do think, yeah, but, you know, I'm just gonna end this talk about Resident Evil. I think I'll get around to finishing Resident Evil on stream. I just think I'm at a point where I died and I wanna think of a way to beat the hunters. I'll see how far I am on 2 some point, and I'll go with whether or not I want to continue. I'll have a look at playing Resistance, the multiplayer game. I don't know if I will on camera, but I might give it a go. Resident Evil 7, I'll have a look. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, you'll see in the possible near future, whether or not I do decide to play those games or not. But until then, I'll talk more about Resident Evil on a Resident Evil stream. Let's just talk about the Nether update, because there's a lot of things I like and don't like about this update. Because the Nether used to be one of the worst things. I hated going in the Nether because ghasts exist. There was only like a few uses for it. I would run out of hunger. It's hard to explore and find your way back. And then they announced this update, and I wasn't even one of the people who wanted a cave update. In all seriousness and all honesty, I wanted a farming update. Because that's what I kind of do. For someone who don't want a cave update, I do a lot of mining, or I do farming, or I build big farms, or I build animal enclosures. I was like, I want a farming update, because they're adding in goats, and they've added in bees, so why not do a farming update? Because bees had great farming potential. So it came out, and I was like, great, it's the Nether update, whoopee. And then they showed all of this biome. My favourite colour's red, but this is sick. I was like, okay, going strong. I like it. They've changed core things. They've added more biomes, new mob type. So it keeps going into development. They reveal a bit more. They reveal there's going to be a new structure. I'm like, okay. I like that, because I love exploring around this game. And obviously, we also had the biome vote. Yay, mountains. You can tell from that, I absolutely hate the mountains one. Like, yeah, cool, you know, they re-changed something, but I already hate traversing mountains, so, you know. The one saving grace from that would have to be if they actually add a grapple hook. Like an enchantment to the crossbow or something. Yeah, I didn't like the idea of the Nether update, and I mean the mountain update won the vote, so I was like, okay, at least make something useful for goats. Still pretty fucking useless in my opinion. Oh, they ram you off and drop goat horn. Great, I missed out on chest boats for this. I'm smiling. I hated it. I hated that they won. I hated the fact that we couldn't get chest boats. I also was more annoyed because there was going to be a new wood type. There was going to be mahogany. So there was a point to go. They are still doing this idea. They're not doing like what they did with Phantoms. Thanks again for voting for that. I mean, to be fair, all the mobs sucked from that. I think the one I liked the most was just because it... The one I liked the most just because it looked kind of cool and had maybe somewhat of a decent purpose. It could have made grindstones a little more interesting, cool looking, like how they have enchantment tables. Maybe there's a... But, I mean... especially with the... And then they showed more, and over time when they was like doing snapshots, I got more and more excited for the Nether. And... yeah, I pretty much found this is probably one of the best updates they've done. Probably the cave update. And I mean, don't get me wrong. This update is sick. It's had a lot. There's still a bit more they could have added. Like, maybe actually have made Nether fortresses more common. Added a little bit more to them. Maybe add that scrapped blaze mob into it. Could have been quite cool. But, you know, it's still a really good update and really good overhaul of the Nether. And when you're not stuck doing a traveling trip to save people, it's really fun to explore and enjoy the Nether until you get stuck and you have to go find your way home. It added really good features. It's missing a lava sponge, but, you know, we'll skip that one out, Mojang. You know, one day you'll realise the potential, but now it's fine. We'll stick to not having lava sponge. I was hoping for a lava boat. Some may argue that Striders suck. I argue that's far superior to lava boats. Piglin Bastions were amazing until they added the Piggy Brute. He's a bitch. I hate him, and he's been the main reason why I've lost most of my stuff on Worlds before. I mean, after a while, I found an easy way to fucking kick his ass. But you, Mr. Enderman, are a sly son of a bitch. Talking about Piggy Bastions, these were meant to be really, really rare because they had really, really good loot, right? So they're not. They're really common. I find them commonly more than I find anything else in the Nether. I think, you know, I'm just gonna do this. This is. Hold on. Oh shit! I just made that worse. I'll be right back. I just need to be right back and deal with something. I shall mute my mic. I'm back. I find them more common than I do any other structures in this game. I think that's just because fuck. This spreads like hell. Because I think there's just a audio glitch with Ghast at the minute, not gonna lie. I think there's just an audio glitch with Ghast, because I can hear one, but there's none nearby. Again, you moronic genius. I would like to... I find Piglin Bastions more common than I do anything else in this game. Well, not anything else. More than I do Nether Fortresses, which they said they buffed the spawns. As you can see, here's one right here. Hey, buddy. And these were fun. And then they added that dickhead. See that knob walking over there? Yeah, they added him and absolutely ruined the experience for me sometimes. Because they spawn free, they have good health, and they shouldn't hit that much damage with an axe. If I can't hit that much damage on bedrock with an axe, surely they shouldn't. They're just the bane of my life every time I raid one of these. But these are really cool builds, despite they added like one of the worst things they didn't need to add, because in all fairness, like the best thing you can get from here is Pig Step. And that's about it. I mean, you get a lodestone, but... Oh! And it's connected to another. So yeah, I find loads of these, but like the best thing you can get here is like a bunch of gold and Pig Step and maybe Ancient Debris if you're lucky. I mean, they had Netherite or Netherite not big durability on these you know, Neverite shit, but, you know, apparently it would help speedrunners, but, you know, I thought it was worth it having that, because it added something quite rewarding, especially now with that dick over there, being a... Like, look, there's another one, but he's stuck, so we take that as a win. And, like, it's quite rewarding to... It's quite rewarding to have this. Oh, it scared me. He's dancing. Oh, shit. Shit. Fuck you. Oh, and you're smart. How? Ow! You know what? Fuck you, prick. Hey, I'm in gold. There's so many. They're all oinking. Oh, what the fuck? Look at them! Look! Look at this! I'm playing on normal. But I've seen less of these guys in hard. Absolute murder. Like, look, there's 2 of these guys already. I wish they attacked each other like other mobs do. But I guess they are all piggyback piggies. Oh, he jumped. Oh, and he jumped as well. And they do... I still find these guys aren't as hard to kill as other mobs are. This guy should be the last one out of all of them. I should roll with that risk, but also be very careful. Like, bruh, this thing can kill me in like a few hits from them, but, you know, I can't kill anyone the same. But yeah, like, they swarm, these things are quite hard if something like that happens. And I get, yeah, you know, it is Neverite, it is quite valuable. You know what? I take Obsidian now. After playing, like, after, you know, kind of realizing how useful Obsidian can be, I'm gonna take that as my ranged weapon, because I don't have one on me. After seeing how Obsidian, if you do need it, is quite a pain in the ass to get, I get why people do kind of... It doesn't have a lot of rewarding loot. As I said, the only good thing you get from here is Pig Step. And if you're someone like me who, not in a rude way, I don't listen to music discs. I find music can distract me on games a little bit, and hey, you're not angry, are you? You're not angry, are you? No, you're not. You're not angry. Oh, no. Die. Fool. Bitch. I watch Minecraft. Bed Wars. Pro players, something like that. That joke wasn't even funny. So I saw Netherite scrap in there, which is new. They've definitely changed that since the last time I checked one of these out. That's an improvement. I like that a lot. A lot more than I like the other loot you get in this. I think that's an improvement. That is a giant improvement over the kind of... I'm not saying it's lackluster raiding one of these, but the loot you can get, it's a lot of gold, and I mean, yeah, like you get gold. Gold is not most common. You do get a lot more of it in the Nether, which I've actually been told, and I think is really, really good. I think it has more purpose here. Despite how hard these are, it doesn't have like that giant reward loot pool that's worth it, I guess, for me personally. For how hard they've now made them. Like, yeah, I cleared it pretty easy, so my point's gonna be easily disproven. But imagine if I didn't do what I did and I wasn't expecting these guys to come at me full force. It's they can easily take you out. I've done that tactic before with the Netherite and shit like that, and I've been killed by them, and I've lost almost all my loot. You know, fuck it. I like Soul Speed. Apparently it's really good. I've been killed by them before, and and I'm not saying that as in, oh, I'm the best player. It's just, even if you know how to deal with them and know how to kind of tackle these things, they're still ridiculously... It's still easy to get fucking handed to. Which I think... I didn't mind the Netherite tools. I mean, yeah, made it easier, but... You know... It's probably would have made... I definitely prefer the improvement, though, of finding scrap instead of ancient debris. That is made this so much more worth it. That's a Strider. They should also add saddles in here. I don't know how useful it would be. I mean there is Striders. But I think one of the main issues for me with these places is I can raid it, and I still enjoy raiding them. They're still fun. I just would prefer maybe there's a bit more loot than just bone blocks and arrows. Because apart from maybe like building a museum or other cool shit, I don't know whether anyone else considers building a museum cool. I mean, I'm probably just a loser for that. It doesn't really have much of like, you know, maybe add in diamonds necessarily, because this is meant to be found less than, and from the loot, like I've got, you know, one piece of Netherite scrap, which I should find after I found a Nether castle, Nether fortress, Nether castle, which I find less. Oh my god! I find it less and less than I do anything else in this game. Which isn't a complaint. I mean, I like these. These are really cool. I prefer them over Nether Castles. Because, despite how, you know, Nether Castles have more usefulness than these things. Apart from giving you Pig Step, which is probably the best disc in the game. I don't know if there's any better. But also was... You're innocent, right? You're chill, yep, you're chill. Oh. I'm gonna explore this one. I think it should be more common to find one of these instead of finding the other. It should be more common to find a Nether Fortress than one of these, because it gives Netherite. It gives forms of Netherite. I think gives you a lodestone, which is, some might say isn't useful. I say is useful. One of the people who quite liked the lodestone. I thought it was a great feature. You're a bit stuck, aren't you, buddy? Here, let me help you out. Hey, you're trained on me. That's not very nice. I definitely think this could have more to it. I definitely think I would have loved to see. The biomes are amazing. The worst one's Basalt Delta. No one likes magma cubes. Well, I don't. They're a pain in the ass. I hate slimes, magma cubes, and everything. They have caused the pain of me trying to just build my lovely home, and they just go, boing, boing, we're going to ruin your day. So, yeah. I love Striders. I would take them over Nether boats any day. I mean, they're interesting, they're cool. They're not the most mobile, which I think is why some people would prefer a Nether boat, but they just add more to the game, and I think they were unexpected as well. I think more should have been added in the Soul Sand Valley. Personally think they should have removed ghasts, but you know, needed something to make the Nether hell with the Piglin Brutes. I would like to think... Oh, these guys are pretty cool as well. Though their health is quite tanky. They drop leather. Ooh. That is kind of good. I think these guys also respawn. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know whether it's the same as a pillage. I don't know necessarily. Because I know I killed a bunch of piggy brutes and... I also think the biomes are really good. I do like Crimson Warp. I think they could add maybe piggy alongside piggy bastions, maybe like piggy villages, similar to how they do normal villages, but they're like more sort of mushroomy, fungi looking ones. You know, I think it would be cool. I don't necessarily think it would be in the game, but I'd like to see that. I mean, I would have liked to see a bit more maybe enemy mobs. I don't really... I like the brutes. Oh, hi there. You ass fucking hole. Die. Yeah, I still think they should have been removed. They're a pain in my ass and they ruined the Nether. Oof. I definitely think, I think the stuff they did in the overworld, was really good. I do really like... Oh my fucking lord. My lord. Oh, there's more up here. I definitely think this... The wood and what they added, the new materials in the Nether, definitely made the Nether more lively and more of like a kind of not a pain in the ass anymore to go to, despite the fact the thing that used to be the pain in the ass to go to is still uncommonly hard to find. And I mean, it does give you like really good loot though. Like it does give you like a decent amount of diamonds and shit. So it is kind of understanding that it is rare, but also it is kind of compared to the Piggy Bastion should be more common. The Piggy Bastions was meant to be the more thing you kind of raid later on. But I mean, I got one Netherite scrap. It's gonna be so fucking useless. But I mean, I don't know whether they changed loot that it also spawns stuff like that. But I mean, that's not a problem to say. I think it's more of a... I think it's just might have happened. I did enjoy the update aquatic. That was a good start for Minecraft. But personally, I was not in a rude way. It did add a lot, but I was kind of hoping for a bit more. And some fun little features. Don't get me wrong, fucking the trident that sends you flying is amazing. Bit impractical if you live in a desert, as I found out is, but it still has its uses and birthed some odd things I actually didn't know about. I'm gonna head back to the overworld, and I'm gonna start building my house. That's how you deal with those things. Oh, hi. Didn't know you were there. Shut up! The fact that you still exist in this fucking game surprises me. Everyone hated you. Oh, and now I've got an Enderman. Oh. Yeah, I've got a really bad headache. Sorry if I cut out. Hi, Grumpy. Oh. Also, these things. These are fucking horrible. I don't like them. Don't... I was kind of hoping for, like, seahorses and, some other creatures that were quite cool. Pearls. Would have been nice to add. Maybe make them a trading item for villagers. Would have been really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it added a lot. I would have loved to see whales, because obviously they added bees to raise awareness. For obviously bees. Seals, penguins. I think they've said that penguins will be in a update. which I find is cool. I'd love to see seals. Seals would have been amazing. Um, like, it was a really good update for what they did, and they finally added fish mobs, and they fixed the issue with them. Despawning, they fixed, I think they did, at least. I know that was one of the reasons why it wasn't added, was it was too complicated, or something like that, or... I mean, I was kind of expecting more enemy mobs other than the drowned, personally. Just kind of one of the things I was hoping they did. I've got no problem with it. I do, as I said, I do really enjoy that update. It added some really great features and some fun things. I was expecting more ocean biomes and shit like that. I still would have loved to see maybe the swamp get some aquatic creatures as well, or amphibious, maybe alligators. But I think they might have had the same reason why they didn't add sharks, is they didn't want to promote killing the creatures. Which, I mean, is just make them passive unless provoked, like wolves are, and pandas and polar bears. It's the same with sharks, they're passive unless provoked. So I get why they don't do it, but I also think their point can be disproven. As soon as I thought this place was going to be safe from things like you, I'm lied to. Fucking twats. I do think they are probably very, very... They can add sharks. I think it would be nice to see sharks and make them passive unless provoked. I also would have loved to see the deep underwater sea. I have high hopes for that, maybe once they add in glow squids and they have that glow mechanic. They can then add in stuff like the ones I forgot their names, but those ones, the ones that have a little bubble light and fish follow them and then get eaten. I'm back, sorry. Ugh. I definitely think there's a lot of stuff that can come out of this, could have came out, and I understand why they didn't do certain things. I hope they do add stuff like sharks and other creatures, and hopefully they don't add anything drops, like, you know, they could have made dolphins drop their fins. They didn't, which is good. I saw someone make a mod. They add snow tigers because they spot, I believe and stuff like that, and they can drop their fur, which could help with hypothermia. Which I think they probably wouldn't do because that obviously is what happens. They get killed for medicine and shit. What I'm hoping is they do a giant savanna overhaul and add in giraffes and elephants and zebras. And lions. I think lions, they would probably be aggressive towards people, but I think they probably won't be. Sorry. I hope, I just kind of was hoping to see whales as well. I think they should definitely do whales. I would like to see that as a sort of thing. I was hoping for crabs as well, for a new food item, crabs and shit. and other stuff. That would be quite cool. Maybe just another update adding in more. Um, I mean, I'm looking forward to the cave update. I was kind of, at first, I was like, great, we're getting the cave update. And then they said they're adding excavation sites, so I'm really excited for that feature. The caves look sick. Everything so far looks amazing. Candles and other stuff. Telescope looks great. I'm always a big fan of them adding in features to replace, obviously, features that, like the compass, like coords and shit. Like, coords are probably still more useful. If they made the lodestone cheaper, which I kind of think they should, because of how useful it can be for people. And, like, it can be used to, obviously, other things and shit. I would like them to add, like, more. Or make them cheaper, or make them more common in Nether Fortresses as well. I would like them. I hope the cave update adds more to the warden type mobs. I hope they have more, and I hope he drops something somewhat interesting. I mean, I like the idea of the underground and how you beat him. I hope they do. I mean, we've got the axolotls, which is probably going to be one of the best mobs ever. We got the mountain update as part of that. I can't really speak much on the cave update. I know the new cave terrain looks sick. I'm hoping they add some like new biomes, a lot of new biomes as well. I know there are a few, but I kind of want some more. Some are like some like hidden ones, like the Basalt Delta wasn't confirmed, and then they added it. So I'm hoping there's like some hidden biomes that they've got in plan. I can't speak much on like the redstone half. I don't think I'd ever use copper. I don't really care for it, and I think it's kind of going to get changed a lot because of how hard it is. Mountain update. I can't really say much on that. I hate it. It just doesn't seem interesting to me. I mean, there's snow that you can sink through. Yay. Yay. That's all I can say. I mean, yay. The mob, I just think all of them were shite. You know, first of all, why would anyone vote for a hostile mob? Yeah, it is cool, but no one's gonna vote for it because guess what? It does damage to the player, so they're like, huh. Moo Bloom had absolute no purpose. Unless it had something to do with bees, where bees can use it as an infinite pollen source, then yeah, fuck it, I would have used that. But, you know, completely useless. Or if they made it tameable, that'd be pretty cool. Glow Squid, I mean, glowing leather armor sounds pretty decent. Probably the best one out of all of them, in my opinion, just because it probably has glow and everyone kind of likes glow and they could do a lot with that. Despite everyone's like, oh, but it's not as useful. It's like, who cares? None of those mobs were useful, in my opinion. It was probably the worst mob vote. And that's saying something. Last mob vote, we got a fucking Phantom, who's the worst mob in the fucking game. Who's now going to be made complete. Actually, no, he's not. I mean, I get why, but he's just so horrible and kind of ruined the point of building at night. I mean, he's probably not going to affect me on this world unless I go traveling. I think for how many spawn as well over the nights, like you can get, if you don't sleep a few nights, you get 4 on the first night you see them. It's just fucking hell. I probably exaggerated that, but I just don't like phantoms. I mean, I get, I get that, like, obviously the ice. I think me and my friend talk about this. We say if they do a mob vote, they should have either all passive or all hostile. Because if you have two passive mobs and one hostile, there's going to be a lot of the community who goes, well, the phantom's a pain in the ass. So why the fuck would we vote for another pain in the ass? Like, plus, he throws ice at you when you're on a mountain. Like, I already hate the mountain update as it is. If I had to deal with him and goats pushing me off a mountain, I think I would probably just not want to ever go near a mountain. So I'm glad he... Oh, it's night. I'm going to sleep. I probably wouldn't deal with him because I just don't find his... He's just one of those mobs that I think... Unless he added something that, you know, you can put on a stick maybe, and it allows you to control ice, would be sick. But he doesn't, so... as I said, Moo Blooms were just gonna be freaking useless. Oh, it's a cool looking cow. Yay. Like, these mobs are still gonna get added anyway. I mean, personally, I think they should have replaced the Iceologer with the Blast Furnace Golem, or the Tropical Slime. Two far cooler mobs, but, you know. Because I know the Iceologer is from... Iceologer is from Dungeons, from the Winter DLC, I believe. Just toned down. And the Moo Bloom and Glow Squid are from Earth. My issue is Earth has all these cool mobs, including skeleton dogs like Yoo-Hoo. All the fucking Diamond Minecart fans, including myself, would love that feature. I mean, Minecraft Earth is cancelled now, so come on, Mojang. Throw us a bone here. Throw us a bone, dog. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think having those stuff kind of was... I think the reason why they added it in that game was to draw people to go play Minecraft Earth. Because if you think about it, everyone just kind of wants to play Minecraft. They just enjoy... it's a calm, soothing game. Yeah, I'm probably not doing much at the minute, but... You know, it's how I roll. It's soothing and it's just fun. Well, soothing at times. Oh god. And I think they kind of wanted people to go play Earth and enjoy that game, and so they added like interesting mobs in there. I can't see the horned sheep. They have the ram. I think they called it in coming in because they have goats already. It could be really cool. I still think they should add the pig variations and I think they should do dog variations as well. Of wolves, maybe they spawn in villages with cats. Or depends on the village, depends on what you can find there. I strongly want ender cats. When I saw that in Earth, I really thought that was a really cool thing. I don't think they're going into the game though, because they said they're not going to update the end, which I think is a very missed opportunity. Don't get me wrong, like, yeah, you know, when Notch had to own the game, he added fortresses. But even then, there's more they could add to the end to make it... You go there, you get the Elytra, and you get you go there maybe to fucking stock up on shulker boxes. And then you're done. You're just like, yeah, I'm done. I don't need to do anymore, you know. But I think adding more to the end, more mobs, a way to make levitating potions. I don't think that's in the game. I know there's slow falling, but levitating potions would be so much fun. Like, you maybe make Wither Roses make withering potions, and the shulkers maybe drop like shells, and maybe the little guy inside like has something to do with it. Shulker membrane. That'd be pretty cool. Um, I would like more of the Earth. Uh, dungeon mobs, I'm not fussed about. Like, don't get me wrong, they're cool, but they're also kind of... I would like to see the Redstone Golem and Monstrosity show up. I like the jungle mobs. I want to play the new Air DLC, if they add any new mobs in the mountains in that DLC. Uh, I like some of the stuff they had. I like the sort of different illagers. I think they should do maybe the Forge as part of the cave update. An illager Forge, and you can go there, and it's another way maybe to get raids. And maybe you can fight like maybe a redstone monstrosity. I don't know what they would drop though. I think they should, if they are to do, because they're doing a combat update. If they were to add the ones with the maces, if they were to add the ones with the maces, I would like them to add like different shields. So maybe they drop like a really good shield or something. Uh, but yeah, I definitely think the cave update has potential. I think they should definitely add more mobs into the main Minecraft game. Ones that I think would work, not the ones that I don't think would work. Like, I could definitely see the Necromancer from Dungeons being a really cool kind of sub-boss, like the Invokers and shit. Uh, I don't like the fucking votes. I think the community always just messes up, in my opinion. From so far, I think the jungle, and I think it was the desert and another one. I think it was Badlands and Spruce. I mean, we got campfires, which I think was the best thing to come out of that update. Some would say foxes. I mean, they're fucking in. They mean no use to me. Um, I think campfires were probably a really good thing that came out of that update. I do think they're probably the best feature. But I mean, the desert's been kind of bland. Like, Spruce, don't get me wrong, yeah, it's not got the most, but it has a village. So does the desert. But still, it has a village. It has two different variations. It has it was the Taiga. It has the Mega Taiga and Taiga, which has somewhat cool, okay things. So I don't think it needed an update compared to Desert, which was going to add palm trees, another missed opportunity. Despite everything, they're all still coming back out into the game. It's just like, dude, we could have had cool stuff then, but now we have to wait. Yay, I'm so glad we got foxes and fucking goat. I think I want to see after the cave update. I even want to see one Pacific biome get updated. I don't want another fucking vote. Because if the jungle doesn't get, if they do a jungle and it doesn't win the vote, I think I would lose so much faith. But I would hope they do maybe an overhaul of some biomes maybe in one update. I hope they would do a jungle overhaul, monkeys, snakes, and other shit. Ugh, but you know, I guess we gotta wait and see. I think I'm going to end the stream here. And I'll speak to you all on another stream.